Hello, and welcome to the summer edition of On the Road with David Storto. And I'm here today in the universally accessible playground in Menino Park to talk about a different aspect of our precious mission, and that's our advocacy mission. And I'm here today with Oz Mondejar, our Senior Vice President of Mission and Advocacy, to talk about it. Hello, Oz.
Hello, David. It's great to see you, and thanks for the invitation.
Hey, can you tell us about our advocacy mission and how that plays out in a day-to-day basis for us?
I'm thrilled to do that. There's so many ways that we include people with disabilities in everything we do. We go beyond compliance, and we walk the talk by looking at different ways to include persons with disabilities in everything, from design to technology to just a host of other areas.
Yeah.
And let me just give you one example, our adaptive sports program, which
yeah.
is year-round, and you've heard about it. We just celebrated several years of a Sport and Spirit event. We had 50 returning vets with disabilities and their families, and that's just one of the many elements of our adaptive sports program. It includes recreation, competitive sports, and research. We're going to show you a little bit of that today.
All right, let's go and see it.
Great. I'd like to tell you a little bit more of some of the other efforts we have underway through our community partnerships, the Disability and Quality Index, as well as our Council on Disabilities Awareness. And to share more with us is Colleen Moran, our Director of Workforce Development.
So the Disability Equality Index is administered by Disability In, which is an organization that focuses on disability inclusion in the workplace. And so they measure leadership engagement, corporate culture, and community engagement, all these different factors. So we've come out at 100 for the past couple of years, which is really exciting.
Can't get any better than that,
that's right?
And what about the programming, the substantive part that really gives meaning to that ranking?
So we do a lot internally around the organization. One is our Council on Disability Awareness, and that is a group that's made up across PCC and across types of jobs. So we have clinical, non-clinical, all different kinds of, and we focus on education, advocacy, and outreach.
There's this program, Working Partners. What's that about?
So Working Partners is a program that we have with Mass Rehab Commission. It's been about 10 years or so that we've been working with them on this, and that was created to be able to give us direct contact with their applicants.
We love the work that we do with Spaulding. You've been a great support to the Mass Rehab Commission, a number of individuals that we work with. I think over 50 people have gotten jobs at Spaulding as a result of our relationship and
That's
our
impressive.
collaboration. We have staff who come to Spaulding on a regular basis to share information about our organization and also to learn about the types of jobs that you have here, to get to know the hiring managers so that we can align individuals who have the best fit for those positions.
I understand you're going to talk to Josh today.
Yes.
So he's one of our success stories from the Working Partners program.
Thank you for reaching out to us in regards to the summit.
So tell me how the Working Partners program actually prepared you to get the position that you're in.
Sure. I think first of all, it came with confidence. It was meeting someone that had the belief that I could go back to a normal life, somewhat of a normal life after a life-changing event. And to see someone that excited that you could potentially have a job or drive again with assistive technologies really gave me the confidence of saying I could do this again.
So one of our many ways that we think about the folks we serve in the communities that we are part of is to be inclusive. And that happens through universal design elements, whether it's removing physical barriers to removing technological barriers.
How is it that the partnership with Spaulding happened?
Well, Perkins and Spaulding have been partners for a while, but the impetus for the most recent collaboration was around your new website design. And we have a team of digital accessibility consultants, Perkins Access, that help organizations like yours put the patient first and make an experience that's inclusive and usable for all people.
With the new website that was rolled out, it's a drastic change, but I think for the better. It's made it more accessible for individuals like me with some hand dexterity issues, allowing me to be able to find the things that I need.
That's what it's all about.
Yes, it's worked out perfect.
Yesterday, as you know, we had graduation here at Spaulding in Boston. We have representation from Boston Public Schools, Goodwill, and Spaulding on site, and it was a celebration of our 5th year of Project Search. So Project Search is a program that we run both at Spaulding in Boston and on Spaulding Cape Cod.
And this is different than Working Partners.
It's different from the Working Partners. So this works with graduating high school students who are in the special ed programs, turning age 22, and they have the option to spend their last year of school doing a series of internships rather than a classroom setting with the hope of transitioning to employment.
You should feel very proud.
I am very proud.
I'm so pleased that you're going to be working with us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
More to come. So one of the important elements of our efforts in inclusive work is a diversity and inclusion committee out of Partners Healthcare at Home. Anna Marie O'Connell, our Director of Human Resources, oversees this council.
So, Henry, tell us about this Diversity and Inclusion Council that Oz made reference to.
Well, it's a council that we've had at Partners Healthcare at Home for about 3 years now, starting in 2016. And we have looked at both the employee side and the patient side of how we can be more inclusive in our general hiring, our retention, and also how we care for patients in a more culturally competent way.
So, Oz, thank you for that whirlwind tour through all of what we're doing to support our advocacy mission. And I know we do it for our patients, but is there some other reason why it makes sense?
Thanks for inviting us, David. I think it makes a lot of business sense as well. So we do it for a variety of reasons. We want to make sure our patients have access, they feel comfortable and welcome, but we also want to recruit from diverse communities. And so this gives us access to those pools of candidates, and it's the right thing to do for us and also our business line, which we are very competitive. We have a great service.
Well, I hope that you enjoyed learning all about our multifaceted programs to support that very important component of our mission around advocacy. So I'll see you again for the fall version of On the Road with David Storto.